Hello readers of The Trombonist, welcome to President's Toolkit. In this episode we're going to talk about extending your range. Now the first thing to say is that I don't think that more air will help you play high. I think in order to play higher and extend your range upwards, you need to first focus on the vibration. Now for me, the vibration for between an F and a B flat is very similar to that for the top F. So I'm going to look in a quiet dynamic to get as good a vibration as I possibly can in that register. So I'll start doing some long notes, 25 seconds on, 5 seconds rest, just starting on an F. Etc. for 25 seconds. And you'll hear that I'm really trying to take that F down to the lowest possible dynamic I have. It might even fall off a little bit and then get it back, but you want to keep it, you want to really push yourself to be developing control. Then I'll play the F sharp. I mean, that is incredibly quiet, but that's the control I want to develop, because if you look at my embouchure, when I go from that F to the B flat to the top F, there's actually very little difference. Now, the quiet dynamic is really important. If you want to play loud high, then yes, you do need to find a way to get more air through the embouchure, but you need embouchure strength. Otherwise, it's just not going to contain it at all. So that's why we start in a quiet dynamic. The other thing to say is about the tongue position. Now, for me, I think about vowels. When I go up to that F, I'm thinking about lifting the tongue so that it speeds the air up over it. And a good exercise to look at this is one from Peter Gain's circuit training. So I'm really thinking about the vowel shape that I'm using, and as I'm going higher, I'm lifting the back of the tongue, so we get a ta, and we're really pushing the air, so the tongue's speeding the air up. Start at a healthy dynamic and then diminuendo as you go up to the top D in that case. And then once you're really comfortable and do upper semitone, then you can start altering the dynamics. So instead of doing a diminuendo like this, I might start to play it all the same dynamic. And once I'm comfortable doing that, I might start to put a little crescendo through it. And that way, we can really start developing the strength and the speed of the air to increase our high register. So, looking in the other direction, the low register, I have two exercises here, and I think one of the most important things is that we try and keep relaxed, the jaw stays relaxed. Another one of Peter Gain's exercise actually, from circuit training, morning yawns he calls it, is just to do exactly that, and it's about moving around D flat major, this one. It fits beautifully on the slide. Now I'm trying to use quite a relaxed air, quite a slow air, quite a warm air. That's a nice way to think about it. Use a warm air and really just keep the jaw nice and flexible. The aperture has to be open. If you sing it like that, that's exactly the movement that the jaw needs to be doing in order to get through this really nice and flexibly. The other exercise I do is a glissando exercise, and glissandos are a great way to extend your range up as well as down. And it's about blowing through the center of each note and then just keeping the embouchure open as you re-articulate that note. So I'm really trying to blow through the center of the glissando, and I'm trying to keep the embouchure in exactly the same position for the rearticulated note. Depending on where your range goes, it might be around that area, but if you want to go down into the pedals, go down into the pedals. You really can tailor it to wherever you need to be. So they're two really good exercises. Have a bit of fun with those. I tend to do these at the end of my practice session. Firstly, because if you're practicing your high playing, it's quite tiring and it's hard to play stuff afterwards. And then also the low register work acts as a bit of a warm down. So try those out. If anything hurts, stop. It shouldn't hurt. We should be going for efficiency at all times. Efficiency and no pressure. You know, keep pushing it off your face. We just need a seal here. That's all we need. Have a bit of fun, and I'll see you at the next one.